Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 2, Throne of Bhaal. Last episode we made our way to Amkethran at long last. And getting over here, it seems the place is not doing very well. Balthazar is in charge here, and his men are causing a lot of problems. He's trying to build up an army for some reason, and that's causing problems for the town as people are ending up without food and without anything they need, causing the place to start devolving into chaos. Balthazar himself doesn't care about the people, and while he did speak with us, giving us the location of the enclaves of the other two Bhaal spawn, we couldn't find Melisande. We don't know where she is. I don't trust this Balthazar at all, and I'm concerned. Either way, let's go into the tavern here and see what we can find out. Oh, there's a lot of people here.
Good day to you.
Excuse me, I do not mean to be rude, but you are one of the strangers that all the locals have been talking about, aren't you? An adventurer from the north? Yes, of course you are. Anyone can see that you are an extraordinary man. Please forgive me. It is very fortunate that such a powerful person such as yourself has come to this remote town. I thought Amkethran would be remote enough that no one would find me here, but I was wrong. I would not bother you, stranger, but I am in terrible peril. I need your aid. I beg you for a boon, my lord, or I and my daughter both shall surely perish. What kind of peril are you talking about? I cannot speak more of this here. Please, come to my home on top of the cliff, my lord, I beg you. We can speak freely there. Very well. Where is this home of yours? It is atop the east cliff, my lord. It is a simple dwelling, but safe for the moment. My name is Marlowe. Please meet me there, and I shall explain everything, I swear. Hold on. Hexat gains special ability Domination. Hexat? What? I have encountered a man by the name of Marlowe who claims he is in great danger and asked me to meet him in his home atop the east cliff of Amkethran. He seems quite dangerous. Quite dangerous? Quite desperate.
It shall be. I got some cheap beer.
Hello to you, my friend. More travelers coming to my tiny little Amkethran, eh? Be you yet another soldier for hire that our good Balthazar is called for? No, I'm not. No, it's not often that we get travelers passing through Amkethran, especially in these times. Welcome to the Zephyr, then, my good man. Zaki Rafeha, at your service. Can I ask you a few questions? Certainly. I'm not so overcome with business that I cannot answer a few queries now and then. Ask away, my dear man. What can you tell me about Balthazar? Balthazar is the leader of the monastic order within the fortress, and has been for quite some time. He is not overly popular, as I'm sure you're well aware. Perhaps. Tell me what you know. The monks have always been supportive of Amkethran, providing guidance when it was necessary, and even protection from the creatures that sometimes come out of the Kalam Desert. We have always been grateful for their presence. They and the smugglers who bring us supplies to live. Since Balthazar assumed leadership of the order, however, nothing has been the same. The order ignores us. They applied restrictions on the smugglers and have even killed some, restricting the supplies the village can be brought. And then there are all the mercenaries. It is to be expected, I suppose. Many say that Balthazar is one of the terrible spawn of the dead god Bhaal. He prepares for war, no doubt, and we simply pray that this war does not come to Amkethran. Balthazar is a Bhaal spawn. Okay, things are making a bit more sense. So it is said. He was brought here long ago by the mage Melisande who protects him. We fear that the old tales of destruction brought by the children of Bhaal may come true after all. Well, now things are making more sense. He's probably sending me against Sendai and Abazigal, so he doesn't need to deal with the killing. Do you know anything about a woman named Melisande, who honestly I kind of worry is also a child of Bhaal? Melisande is a protector of all of Bhaal's children, it is said, just as Elminster protects those who harp. Why such a mage would protect Godspawn who only bring terror and destruction I do not know, nor does anyone. I know little else of her, however, my friend. No one has told me of seeing Melisande the mage for many months now. Do you know anything about someone named Sendai? I may have heard such a name, dear man. A few of the mercenaries that pass through the Zephyr so often have whispered it more than once, and always with great fear. Sendai is a drow, a dark elf, or so I understand. They say that Balthazar is mobilizing his army to attack her, and that they fear the denizens of the Underdark that such an attack would bring them face to face with. Some have said she is a powerful boltsman and an assassin, but few seem sure. She lives beneath the earth like all drow, however. I do not know much more than this, however. What about a Bazagal? A Bazagal? I have heard that name, I am sure. Is it a person? I'm unsure. There was a group of captains in here once before, and they were talking in hushed tones about an army of dragons. I believe it was during their talk that this name of yours came up. I thought at the time that it was strange the name of the mountains this army was supposedly in, though I've never heard of such a range. The thought of fighting dragons is a sobering one. If Balthazar is planning on battling such creatures with that army, well, I would wonder at his state of mind, perhaps. So a Bazagal may be a dragon? Oh god. Sendai we can deal with. I mean, Drow, we've killed so many of them before. We've dealt with the Underdark. But dragons? Okay, we've killed a few, but they're still very powerful. Tell me about the Order of Monks in the fortress. Oh, there's little to say. The Order built their fortress in this remote place long ago. It is said they are an ancient order of warriors that once fought for an ancient Shah and were exiled when he was murdered. The village grew up around the fortress, depending on their goodwill and guidance, which was received in abundance. At least that is until Balthazar became the leader. Now we're strangers. How does one get inside this fortress? I do not know. Balthazar sees no one and has not for months. The gates are well guarded and even protected by spells placed by Balthazar's hired sorcerers. To force entry would be foolish. I bet the front gate isn't the only way in, Frederick Lionheart. Even Candlekeep had some hidden back doors. Or perhaps the smugglers know of a way in. It's hard to say. Word carries of boasts by a few of them that they have stolen into the fortress secretly for acts of thievery. This may be nothing more than idle tales, however. Interesting. What are all the mercenaries about for? If I could tell you that, Kasadi, then I would know far more of the goings-on in this world than I would like. I hear stories occasionally from the mercenaries when they come here. They frighten me. I've heard tales of great wars and destruction in the lands beyond the desert, and while the Order has never involved itself in such things before, it seems Balthazar has changed things. He plans a war, a great and terrible war, but I do not know against whom. What can you tell me about that fellow Marlowe? Oh, only a little. He's a stranger to Amkethran, arrived only weeks ago. I do not believe he intended to remain. Indeed, I suspect he has been travelling for some time. But his daughter fell ill, or so I hear. He's been a little crazed as well. He blames his daughter's illness upon the undead creatures that are said to have arisen in our graveyard cavern. Also, he drinks much, but he seems to do him little good. Alright, some service. The many pleasures of the Zephyr are yours to indulge in, good customer. If I have the supply, that is. These days one can never be sure. Alright, you have basic gear, it looks like. Nothing special. A silver ion stone? Wisdom +1. Interesting. But I don't think I need one. Alright, open this, sell the Cloak of the Stars. We have no need for it. You have anything to say, mage?
Good day to you.
Begone, fool. I care not of your worries. Careful, wizard. That's one of the strangers you're talking to. Best not to get yourself into trouble, you take my meaning. I suppose you may be right. My apologies, good man. I meant no offense. We have Lelia here. Stop walking, thank you.
I hope our establishment's to your liking.
Keep your hands and smart remarks to yourself. The Zephyr's for washing the desert out of your throat and taking the weariness out of tired bones, that's all. Hexat, your name seems familiar.
Hello. It is good to see you again.
Would that I could say the same. I thought you were dead.
Have no worries. You'll not see me long.
And she's leaving, I guess. And she's gone. Okay. How she's still alive, I have no idea. Well, I guess she is a vampire, but still. Okay, we have this area up here, but how do I get up there? There doesn't seem to be any way to do so.
Consider it done.
Oh,
I will do my
here!
best.
We need to go through this building. Okay, fine. Alright, let's head up
Yes.
here so that we can go down into Carrick's Smithy and Arcana Archives 2. Why is it 2? That's what I'm curious about. Lazarus Libraries.
Very well.
Have a look at my wares.
Welcome to the newly relocated Arcana Archives. Lazarus Libraries at your service. Can I interest you in my wares? I've got a collection of scrolls most mages would die for. Hey, aren't you the same guy who was selling scrolls back in Saradouche? Saradouche, a most unpleasant memory. When that army burst through the gates, I grabbed my inventory and ran for my life. Had to use up some of my own stock to get out of there with my head still attached. The army was so busy looking for ball spawn to kill that nobody noticed one invisible merchant creeping out the gates. But that's all behind me now, and I'm making a fresh start here in Amkethran. I'd like to ask you some questions about this town. Sorry, I can't help you there. I only arrived a short time ago, and between restocking myself and setting traps for would-be thieves, I haven't even left the building. Alright. I doubt you have anything too specific for us. So many scrolls. And a few robes. Nothing I want to take. Alright, Carrick the Smith.
Yes.
Why, hello there! It's not often I get people barging into my shop. It's the reason I chose such a remote locale for my research, after all. Who are you? Who am I? My name's Carrick, which will mean absolutely nothing to you, I'm sure. My work with machinery is of renown only amongst gnomes of a similar technological bent as myself. You work with machinery? Well, you will no doubt ridicule me for my work. So many others have, after all. But I'm used to it, so I suppose I can tell you something about what I do. I make armor. Weapons, too. Powerful, powerful armor and weapons. It's a process I've been honing for years and years, searching for a way to tap into the power of, well, no. No, I can't go on having folks laughing at me. I can't bear it. Just go away, you. I'm sure you have lots of adventures to be on about. Don't mind me. Can you make some armor and weapons for me? If you have the appropriate material, then perhaps. But I deal with very specific requirements. Oh, you wouldn't understand. Do I have the material you need? Well, let me see your belongings. It'll just be a quick look. No, you don't have anything I need. I don't want to discuss it. Please, leave me to my work. The strange-looking machine seems to be made up of a series of gears and whistles. Currently, it appears to have several yards of odd fabrics jammed in its intake. What material does he need? I'm tempted to look it up. But, okay, let's leave. Okay, so up here, there's Marlowe's home. Let's look around outside of it a bit first. Although I don't think there's anything... Yeah, we can leave up there, but I don't think there's actually anything here. What is this structure? This appears to be some sort of elaborate sundial. I don't know about sundial, but okay. Alright, and what have we got over here? Falhid and Majira.
I trust all is well.
Greetings. My name is Falhid. I wish we had the room to offer you a place to rest. Perhaps you had best try the inn.
Well, I
This is
certainly
not
don't
your
like the
home,
look
stranger.
of you.
Get out. The wood of this ladder clearly looks rotten. To climb it would be foolish. Okay,
As you
wrong
understand.
room. Or wrong building, anyway.
You must gather your party before
Yes, I
venturing
know.
forth.
Shush.
You are welcome here.
Welcome to my humble accommodations, my lord. Will you hear out my tale? Go ahead. As I said before, my name is Marlowe. I hail from Calimshan to the south, where I was a merchant. A successful one. I suppose that is where I first came into contact with Von Goth. Von Goth? Who's that? A lich, my lord. A powerful one. In Calimshan there are many strange wonders of magic, and Von Goth is not out of place. It is he who chased us here, hunting us mercilessly. Why would a lich be hunting you? Von Goth desired my poor Mala, my daughter. She is the young woman here on the bed. A good girl, a virgin, and pure of heart. He desired her soul, he said, so I fled Calimshan with her. But he caught up to us nevertheless, and somehow he has taken her soul despite my efforts. She lies near death, and there is nothing the local priestess can do to help her. I know Von Goth is in the cavern that serves as a graveyard in this place. I told the monks about him, but they sealed off the cavern rather than somehow getting my daughter's soul back as I'd hoped. Mala is the world to me, my lord, and I do not know how much longer Von Goth will remain trapped in that cavern. He could already be loose. He will kill me and keep Mala's soul, I'm sure of it. I beg you, my lord, please help us. How do you propose I get inside the graveyard if it's sealed? I paid the guard there with what little money I have left. I had thought to try and get Mala's soul myself, but the guard will let in whomever I ask him to. Just how dangerous is this Von Goth? I cannot judge such things as the powers of archmages or monsters. I imagine that you have more than enough power to stand up to one such as Von Goth, but I do not know. Very well, I'll do what I can. Thank you, my lord, thank you! I will tell the guard immediately to let you into the cavern. Please help Mala as quickly as you can. I talked to Marlowe at his home. He told me that he was a merchant from Calimshan and that a lich by the name of Von Goth desired his daughter so much that Marlowe and his daughter were forced to flee. Apparently the lich has finally caught up to them here and has stolen his daughter's soul. She will die soon if it is not returned. The Graveyard Cavern. Okay. You see the exit to the roof has been boarded over. Yeah, okay. So we'll probably need to go into the Cave of the Dead, almost certainly.
Consider it done.
I don't like how this particular area is kept kinda separate from the rest. Okay, so we've got the Cave of the Dead, and we've got the Smugglers Cave here. We should probably investigate the Smugglers Cave.
Yes.
I think we have the time to do so. Cave of the Dead we can save for the next episode. It's probably going to take a whole episode to go through. And then deal with a freaking lich. Oh god, that is going to be such a pain. Okay, Smuggler's Cave here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yes, I know. We're coming.
These mercenaries have filed a complaint that you are selling stolen goods, Karis. This operation is closed, and all merchandise is forfeit to the monastery.
This is ridiculous. The monastery's never objected to our actions in the past.
Tell us where Isaman is, Karis, and we will let you go.
Isaman isn't here. I haven't seen him in weeks.
Then I will arrest you instead. For your sake, I hope Isaman shows up before we find it necessary to interrogate you.
Oh, God.
No, you can't do this. This is an outrage. When did the monastery become a puppet slave to the whims of a bunch of foreign mercenaries?
Silence, Karis! Wait, what is this? It seems we have a would-be customer in our midst. The infamous child of Bhaal, if the descriptions of Balthazar are at all accurate.
Look, Boo, everyone knows Frederick Lionheart now. See how his fame spreads like a scented candle from cloud from your furry backside when you have had one too many crackers. The fact that these men know you by mere sight worries me, Frederick Lionheart. Tread with care. Our every move is being closely watched. I could arrest you for being an accessory, Ballspawn. However, I am in a generous mood. I suggest you leave now and don't interfere in our business here. Every time I see you monks, you're intimidating and bullying people.
Stand aside. I will not allow Balthazar's work to be interrupted by the likes of you.
Huh. If only there was a way to go through this normally. Because, I mean, that guy did kind of wrong me several times, and I'd be fine with helping them trying to deal with him and get him and such. But at the same time, can't let him, like, bully people. I've had enough of your high-handed attitude. Time to teach you some respect.
To arms, my brothers! We are attacked!
Alright, attack them.
A solid hit.
Oh shit, I died? He died? When? How? Oh, great. Okay, the autosave thankfully was right outside, so let's see what happens.
These mercenaries.
This is
Tell us.
yes, sir.
Then
No.
Silence, Karis! Wait. Stand as to arms, my brothers! We are
Okay, we attack these monks again. Hopefully not have one of us get killed and die.
You shall suffer my wrath.
There we go. Okay, Karas.
Thank you for your assistance in this unpleasant matter. I'm sure if Isaman were here himself, he would offer his thanks as well.
Isaman. You mean Simon Havarian, don't you? Our leader goes by many names, but I assure you I do not know his current whereabouts. Whatever your trouble with Simon, I have nothing to do with it. I owe him a debt of pain, you can tell him that. Ahem. Yes, well, be that as it may, I still think some type of reward is in order for helping us in this matter. With our erstwhile leader gone, the best I can do is offer you a discount on goods. The scope of my authority is somewhat limited in his absence, you understand. You mean every time I come back here I'll get a discount? Of course, you must realize that we cannot stay here in Amkethran now that we have been involved in the death of several of Balthazar's envoys. I suggest you use your discount soon. If you return tomorrow, our little store will be long gone. We cannot stay and suffer the wrath of Balthazar's vengeance. What about my own involvement in killing Balthazar's monks? There are no witnesses to the battle but ourselves, and we will make sure Balthazar knows nothing of your involvement. We cannot waste time with idle banter right now. Do you wish to buy something before we pack up our merchants? Yes, let me see your wares. Okay, what do you have here? You've got arrows, you've got bolts, you've got bullets. The Protector. Okay, nothing special there. Potions, a few scrolls, some armor, a bunch of weapons. +3 weapons, which is nice. Klogorath. The origins of this throwing axe are known only to denizens of the Underdark. What is known is that clans of Durgar have gone to war simply to possess this artifact. Returns to the wielder's hand when thrown, hits target must save versus death or be knocked down and take 2d6 extra damage. Okay. Another glasses of identification. Rod of Reversal. This powerful item allows a warrior to quickly remove the magical defenses of an enemy mage. It is particularly prized by Wizard Slayer. Oh, I like that. Enkidu's Full Plate. This armor was created for Enkidu, a famed warrior from Karatur. While none dared challenge him in fair combat, Enkidu was often subject to cowardly sneak attacks from assassins, ninjas, and Wu Jen. Pretty powerful armor. Don't think I need it. Gargoyle Boots. Legend holds that the mage who created this magical footwear trapped the spirit of an actual gargoyle within these boots. Unfortunately, they couldn't protect the nameless wizard from the vengeance of the gargoyle's mate. Immunity to backstab, is that it? And a few gems and a gem bag. I do want to buy the Rod of Reversal. Wait, there's 2 gem bags. But yeah, I want the Rod of Reversal. That actually looks very powerful and very useful. I don't think anything else here I want. The rest I can do without. So go ahead, buy it. Perfect. I'll hold on to that, and it'll be useful sometime in the future. This device appears to explain the method that the smugglers use to move goods in and out of the cave. They are lowered into a subterranean pool, which likely connects to some passage. How the smugglers navigate all this is unknown. And that kinda almost appears to be it here. I was kind of expecting more. And there's all the smugglers' loot, which I'm guessing we probably... Okay, there's traps. At the very least, we can disarm the traps for a little bit of, experience. A pathetically small bit of experience, but still.
Yes, I will do my best.
You know what? They're not turning on us. Sure, loot it. Okay, there we go. It's a bit of coin. Does anyone need these? 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10. You need one. Oop, wrong button. There we go, and this last one can go in the potion bag. Okay. And I think we can leave now. We've bought the thing I wanted, which is a very nice thing to have. And the only other place to go in town here is up into there.
Who are you?
You don't want to go in that cavern. That's where we bury our dead, but now it's full of really bad creatures, my mama says. The priestess says they're all undead, but she can't do nothing, and Balthazar won't help and kill them for us. My papa says a stranger man brought the creatures here, he does. The stranger? Are you talking about Marlowe? I don't know his name. Said he was just passing through, but his little girl got real sick right after he arrived. Then he started acting all spooky and scared, saying the dead were coming for him. Sure enough, I guess they did, and Papa says that's why Balthazar sealed off the cavern. I can't even go and see Mama's grave. That's too bad. I guess. I gotta go, okay?
I trust all this.
You're the one Marlowe wants me to let in. Oh, Mateer's patience. Likely get in huge trouble for this, but a deal is a deal, I suppose. Go on in the cavern. I'll be elsewhere. Alright, and we'll go in that cavern in the next episode, because this one has gone on long enough. It's been an interesting place, and like I said, I don't trust Balthazar at all. And I don't trust Melisande either. Looks like ultimately our goal is to be go deal with Sendai and Abazagal. Then after that, we'll be able to deal with this guy, with Balthazar. First, though, we need to deal with this Lich. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chester44. That is Frederick Lionheart, Minsk, Sir, Animan, Jahira, Imawin, and Aerie. This has been a Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 2, Throne of Bhaal. And I shall see you